What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode on the Ferrari 308 project. Today we are going to do a few little things. I'm probably going to try and move the car so I can get access to this side. The reason being, I want to get that rear wheel off, get the arch out, take a look at the wiring from yesterday that we discovered the black and yellow wire going to the coil pack that is not firing. So we're going to have a quick close look at that, see if we can work out why that's not working. I have some tools with me today to enable me to get the spark plugs out, take a look at those. So really those are the 2 points we're going to focus on today: wiring and looking at that fuel. Yeah, just making sure we're getting fuel into that engine. So let's crack on. And it's a little bit cold out here, hence the silly hat, but hopefully it will stay dry, and with a bit of luck we might get some progress. Let's go. Okay, so today's top tip for the massive rubber American bumpers: great to hold on to, hardly likely to do any damage when you want to push the car. These things weigh quite a bit. Perfect. Even sit on it while I'm doing it. And there she is. How about that? You guys get to see her from a different angle. Me too, actually. I haven't seen this driver's side too much. So let's get that wheel off. Let's focus on seeing if we can get spark to that rear bank, and hopefully that might give us a little bit of a chance on progressing to the next stage. Had a quick look this morning and managed to get a wiring diagram for 308. It's not a QV, it's an 81 GTSI GTB, so it's the same as the one in the garage actually. I couldn't get a QV, I only had 5 minutes to have a quick look, so I managed to get this. Having looked through it, it looks like a very similar setup, so it's better than nothing. Coils here, and like I say, colour wise on the wiring it looks identical. We've got the twin ECUs on this, twin coils. So here's our yellow, this is our yellow that loops through to the other one. We're happy with that, that's all working. This is our green wire. Our green wire goes through to our ignition module 1, let's say. That's all working okay. And our yellow wire traces through all the way up here through to our ignition module 2 to pin 11, yellow and black there. It says yellow and black there. So that's where I'm going to start looking. Like I say, not the right wiring diagram for the car, but looks identical with the setup. Now, remember yesterday we switched over the ignition modules, which are the same part, they're interchangeable. We had no change to the fault, which kind of rules out the ignition modules. Again, we changed over the coil packs yesterday, so they were working. And so it looks like our yellow and black wire is the fault. So that's where we're going to start looking. As you can see, I've got the wheel off now, got the lining out. Let's just give you a quick look at this wiring harness up here. So coil pack back there. We can see our 2 yellows going to that. One of those branches off onto the other coil pack. They're okay. You can see the green wire here. That's okay. This coil pack is running. And then on the other coil pack, we've got the yellow and black wire. You can't actually see it here, it's a bit too dark, but that is our questionable wire. Now you can look up here, this is our loom going to those coil packs, and this happens to be the yellow and black wire we're talking about. So if we trace that back, that runs along the top of that rear wheel arch through the wall here, and that, I can tell you, goes directly to those ECUs. So we'll have a look at that. However, while we're here, what I have noticed, remember I told you everything was disconnected on this car. that is obviously always suspect why people have been messing around. We've got a load of loose cabling here. We got things like our top dead center for 1 and 4, 5 and 8 over there, our speed sensor. Now what I have noticed, we've got some really bad wiring here and one disconnected. So we are gonna have a look at that and look at our wiring diagram, see if we can figure out where or what they are and where they're coming from. And let's repair that first of all. I'm using this 81 wiring diagram again just to see some of that wiring. We've got the engine speed pickup, top dead center for 1 and 4, top dead center for 1 and 5, and the connection for the top dead center pickup. All of those run from that loom. One of those cables is not working. That, depending on which one it is, could have an effect with this. So let's fix that first thing. Let's go and have a look at the car and just see what colours we've got. It looks like someone's changed and messed around with some of those bits, so they're definitely not original. So let's try and figure that out. Good news, the 81 wiring diagram has come good on the car. It's exactly the same on this QV. So we have got pickup for 1 and 4, that's good. That's over here. Our wiring is good for that. We've got our speed sensor, that's cool. That's all wired good. We have got our connector, that's cool. So we've just got 2 more cables, and that is our pickup for TDC on 5 to 8 bank. Now, the issue is, first of all, that looks really rough, so we'll redo that. The second issue is, this one should go to black, that's going obviously to yellow, but we don't have a black coming out. So I have traced the loom back up. This is the loom coming down, and this is the loom coming from the back. And as you can see, you can get in there, the black is looking a bit shabby, so we'll have a look at that, see if we can rectify it. We'll do that first because that's a vital sensor bodge. I've bypassed the connector on this one. I'm not 100% happy about this black cable. We'll have to replace that, but it's just for testing purposes. Again, down here, just connected those up together, trace those back, and let's see if that makes any difference to this bank firing. Alrighty, so by connecting up that sensor, we have just hit another milestone. The spark for the back bank over there, 5 to 8, is now working. Seems like that top dead center sensor, by not having it connected, was not sending a signal back to the ECUs back here, and not then going to the coil pack. So, like I say, we're another advance forward on this one. Still not firing up, and we need to now have a look at reasons why. So let's look at fuel, let's look at the plugs, and just again, process elimination. I'm just checking all the plugs. However, one of the things I did notice, it's quite, you can't really see in there, but it's got some old fuel in there. I have a feeling this fuel distributor is going to have to come off. I have to strip it down and have a look at it, because I've got a feeling it's a bit bunged up. That's sticking or extremely slow. So, yeah. Well, that's our first plug, and it looks pretty dry to me. Let's clean it up while we got them out, re-gap them, and see if we can work out what's going on. I'm also just going to give this cap a clean up. I didn't have strong spark on 1 and 2 over here, so we'll give it a clean up. I want to give this the best fighting chance of starting possible. So I'll have a quick look. So I've checked my plug gaps on this bank, they're all okay. I need another tool to be able to get the other ones at the back. They're a bit tight down there. I don't have my little socket. So I'm going to do another quick test here. Cold start valve, I've got it unplugged from the car. I'm now going to go and fire the ignition and see if we get any fuel coming out. Okay, we're in the car now. You can see the cold start valve there. I'm just going to do a very quick fire to see if we got fuel coming from it. Beautiful. Another thing I'm going to do today is run a compression test on all 8 cylinders. Probably should have done that to start with, to be fair, but I don't always do things in the right order. So let's go through those one by one and see what readings we get. Quick update. So I had 150 here, 150 here, 150 here, 60, and then I retested that at 0. I thought there was a problem here, so I checked the front bank. Got 0 here after trying to get the tool in for a long time, but I think my tool is broken. Went back here, I'm getting 0 everywhere at the moment, so either my tool is broken or I've got a major problem. Either way, it's getting dark. I'm going to order a new tool, or get hold of a new tool, and we'll retest it again. Another part of 308 that's extremely sensitive is this adjustment screw here. I know on my previous car, by having this about a quarter of a turn out, the car wouldn't start. So this car, like I said before, everything was disconnected, in the wrong place, etc. So who knows if this is anywhere near where it should be. It's currently 12 turns in, so I need to do some research and find out whether or not that is anywhere near where it should be. Well, it's cold, it's wet, and I'm losing daylight, so that is it. I've packed up tools for today. We are a step closer for sure. We've got spark to both banks now, all 8 cylinders. That's good. Compression test, I am a little bit worried about that. Currently, remember we had 150 on 3 banks, then I lost everything. So I am blaming the compression tester. I'm pretty sure that everybody who has a bad compression test reading blames the tools. I sure am hoping in this case I'm right, that the compression tester has gone a bit kaput. Only time will tell. I've got another one on order, so we will continue with that when that turns up. In the meantime, I'm out of here. I'm going to get some dry clothes on. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope you like it. Share the video, and I will be back shortly. Ciao for now.